guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, I'm Shasha. I'm a young aspiring singer-songwriter. And someone asked me the other day to make a video on some songwriting tips I have, and I just want to say I am by no means professional. These are just my thoughts, some of the things I've learned over the years. So yeah, like, subscribe, let me know what you think, and if I missed anything. Okay, so number one. The first thing that is still very important to me that I first learned when I first started writing songs. So I'm someone who loves symbols, who loves similes and metaphors, because I just love the fact that you can express so many different things like, behind objects, behind like phrases and words and all that. And so one of my very first songs that I wrote, the whole song was just a bunch of metaphors and similes and symbols, and I understood what it said, but when I showed it to people, they didn't get what I was saying because the actual emotion, the meaning that the song had to me was hidden behind all these different metaphors and all that. No one knew what I was saying. And so the first thing I learned is that you have to learn to just let it out. If you're mad, if you're angry, if you're sad, just say that. If you don't know what else to say I'm sad. Put that in the song. You can always change it later, but the thing about songwriting is it's such like a personal thing that you have to just be comfortable with letting it out. You don't care about what someone's gonna say if they hear it, or if someone's gonna judge you. That's not what songwriting is. Songwriting is the act of just letting it out, of opening up, of venting. And that's one of the first things that still sticks with me when I write songs, is that if if it's something that means something to me, if it's an emotion that I don't know how else to let out but songwriting, I'm not going to hide it behind a bunch of different walls of words and metaphors, because that doesn't convey what I'm trying to say. Yeah, it might connect with the listener more, but it won't be as personal or an intimate of a song with the not reader, listener, because they they're listening because even if it's indirectly, they connect with the song, or and I think that's one of the things that everyone, if you're a songwriter, you need to learn that songwriting is a way to just let it out, and I really like that about it. So yeah, there's number one. So my second tip would be the place you write. And I feel like people say this a lot, but the place that you're writing a song, if it's a song, if it's a book, whatever writing piece it is, the place that you write it in really impacts it. For me, and for most people, it starts off in their room. Because you're alone, you have no one around. It's just you, your mind, your guitar, piano, whatever you're playing with, and the words that you're trying to say. So the place you write really, really impacts that. Because if you're in a place where you're not comfortable, or where there's a lot of people, your lyrics, your words aren't gonna be as personal, as like descriptive as you want them to be. They're not gonna say what you really, really want to say. They're gonna say what you think other people want to hear, which I get that, but at the same time, you gotta also songwrite for yourself, not for other people, but for what you feel, what you know, what you think, and that's something that's also really special about songwriting. So for me, it always started off in my room. That's where all the ideas would come to me. But lately, it's a lot been like everywhere else. It's really weird. I don't enjoy it that much, but a song lyric will pop up in the car when I'm like walking to school or whatever, and I'll just be like, oh, I need to write that down, otherwise I'm gonna forget it. So that's what's been happening a lot. It also happens in school to me when I'm talking to someone and they'll bring up a memory, and I'll be like, oh, I should probably write about that. Like I want to talk about it. And so that's the place that you write, the place that you get your ideas. I think that's really important. If it's somewhere quiet, if it's somewhere busy, if it's somewhere loud, whatever works for you. You just gotta find your little place that you can connect with everyone, because that's really special. So the third one, also a very common one, is not to be harsh on yourself. Okay, do not be mad at yourself. Do not be harsh. Do not judge yourself if the song does not come out the way you want to. This happens to me a lot, okay? Like, I get so many ideas, but if I don't like a certain part of the song, then I'll get mad. I'll be like, well, that didn't turn out the way I wanted it to be. I liked the first half. What happened to the second half? So yeah, you have to learn to not be harsh on yourself, because it's it's not something that you learn immediately. You know, you can have people help you with it, but yourself, you're not going to learn if you don't make mistakes, and if you don't have those moments where you have writer's block, or you don't know what to say, or you don't know what to write about. That's the thing. You cannot be harsh on yourself. Usually what happens for me is, if I don't like part of a song, I'll take it out, and the parts that I do like will become another song. And so, I kind of take inspiration from the different songs that I'm writing and put them into other ones, and then I'll do a cover, or not a cover. I'll sing whichever one I like the best, and that's what you guys will hear. So that's something that I'm still working on, because you cannot be harsh on yourself. It's not something that can just come in a day. You can watch so many YouTube videos on how to songwrite, but unless you know, like, yourself, that yeah, I might not be as good as I want to be, but I'm going to get better, you know? Taylor's in Sweden right now. Her dress is so pretty. Oh my god, the Evermore set, or I guess Folkmore now, is so pretty. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. Okay, got distracted for a second. You know, Taylor Swift. Anyway, so I'm gonna combine 4 and 5, but 4 kind of also goes with 2, the place you, or I guess 1, let it out. But if you're ever in writer's block, and if you journal or you have a diary, I would look in those, look at your past memories, and see how you felt. And if there's still something here that feels that way, I would write a song about it, like, even if it's only a verse and a chorus, or just a verse, put it in there. And keep it with you. Like, that's a little journal of itself, a little memory. But 5 is also looking other places for song ideas. So yeah, songs are personal to yourself, but what's going on with other people? What's going on with your favorite celebrity, with your friend, with a movie you've been watching, a show you've been watching, whatever else? I would say look in those places for tips and songwriting ideas, because you could come up with something good, and someone asks you, hey, what's that about? You have a reason, and you have something to say. If you don't want to tell them what the actual song is about, you can be like, hey, I also got inspiration from that one show I've been watching. Yeah, and they'll be like, oh, that's really cool. So, okay, number 6 is a short one, but I don't know how else to describe it, but write a cappella. I have a lot of songs that the only reason I'm writing them is to put them on guitar or piano. And I don't like that very much, because there's some songs that I just need it to be my voice, like just me, and not my guitar and my piano. So that's a big one. Write a cappella, just you, the words, and your voice. Like, that's all it needs to be. No guitar, no piano, no drums, whatever else. Just let it be you and your thoughts, and I think that's a really good tip. So that video was a lot shorter than I expected it to be, but I mean, for my first, like, long form one-on-one video, I don't think it was that bad. But I would love some feedback in the comments, what you guys think and all that. So, yeah, thank you.